Hey everyone, it's John from Raven Guitars, and today we're going to talk about building a neck. Now, we're all aware of a guitar neck, right? It's already done. We're going to put it on a guitar. But all guitar necks start out as pieces of blank wood. This is some bird's eye maple. That's going to be the fretboard. This is a block of bird's eye maple that I'm using for a neck blank, and as you can see, I've already inlaid in it the skunk stripe that's going to be on the back. This is a piece of rosewood, and then I'm going to get these on my CNC machine and I'm going to shape them. And in that process, the guitar neck's going to take shape. We're going to get the truss rod slot cut for it. We're going to get all the tuner holes drilled in it. We're going to do all those things. But it's really critical when you go to build a guitar neck that you have really good sound or tone wood for your guitar neck. Like I said, I'm using bird's eye maple for this neck. This is actually tiger maple with a Cocobolo fretboard. There's a lot of different options you have. But the most important thing that we have is once this is all done, this, when it's cut into a fretboard, has to be glued onto the top of this. And so you have to get all of your routing done. Everything you need to do on this has to be done before you ever put any glue on it. So today what we're going to do is we're going to get this neck started. We're going to shape the headstock. We're going to shape the back of the neck, and then once we get all of that done, then this particular neck is going to get stainless steel frets, which are coming from Music Lily. It's going to get a bone nut, which is also coming from Music Lily, and it's going to have a set of Music Lily ultra locking tuners in it, which are coming from Music Lily. They make great parts. You can't go wrong with their parts. And that's whether you're buying pickups, you're buying tuners, you're buying any of their parts. And they have a wide variety and selection of parts that you can use not only for your necks, but also for your guitar bodies, depending on what kind of guitar body you're making. So the bottom line to this is we're starting out with a good solid piece of tone wood for the neck and the fretboard. And the neck has to be able to flex. So you don't want to use a wood like oak. It won't work. It won't carry any tone. You need tone wood, which would be maple, mahogany, and there's other woods out there, zebra wood, leopard wood, all of these different woods, Cocobolo fretboards. Any of those woods can be used. They need to be hardwoods that have the ability to resonate tone. You have some woods out there you want to avoid, oak being one of them. And but the biggest thing you got to do when you do this is make sure that when you have your finished neck, it's straight, and that fretboard will glue down on here solid. The tools you use depends on your shop and skill level. You can definitely make a neck by hand. You can cut it out with a hand saw, a coping saw. You can use spoke shavers and Japanese rasps on it. You can make your fretboard by hand. None of it requires power tools, it just requires time. So don't let someone convince you that just because you don't have a CNC machine, or you don't have pin routers, or you don't have band saws, or any of those things, you can't build your own guitar. You definitely can. In fact, up until the Industrial Revolution, all guitars were made by hand. So, and Les Paul, the father of the modern electric guitar, pretty much, his guitar, believe it or not, was a 2x6 with two pickups and a bridge put on it, an output jack and a volume control, and he just attached a neck to it. and that was the first guitar, electric guitar, modern style electric guitar there was the one he came up with. And once he got it where it played, what he did was glue some wings on the side of it, to make it look like a guitar. And we're still building them the same way today. We're just using different selections of wood, and we've refined the process, but they're all still the same basic thing. It's a neck, which is a couple of pieces of wood or a single piece of wood attached to another piece of wood, or some form of composite material with pickups attached to it to pick up the sound that's coming off of that board, and relaying it to the pickups so that it comes out through amplifier as sound. And that's pretty much all there is to an electric guitar. So I'm going to get started on this, and in our next chapter I'll show you the neck and then the finishing process once we get it put together. So stay tuned, and we'll see you next time on Guitar Talk.